on his shot, and Tice missed a layup, so we came away with a win.
Frank spoke about shortening the rotation to 9 for tonight, and that's been something he's been juggling with. You know, you have 11 guys at least who you'd like to give more minutes for. Just your experience over the years and what it's like having the rotation like that and how that impacts guys night in, night out.
You know, as professionals, we all just have to stay ready when our number is called. You know, we're here for one reason only, and that's to try to win a championship, and that's what it is.
Calgon?
Hey, AD talked a little bit about sort of just not wanting to lose 3 in a row and having a little extra energy from that. In what ways do you feel like maybe that extra energy or extra desire to break the losing streak came out tonight in your guys' performance as a team?
Well, we don't want to lose 1 in a row, you know, and then we take pride in losing 2 in a row, and we did that, and in Philly and Detroit. So we knew we was coming into a hostile environment in a hostile building, understanding, you know, how good this team is, and we had to play some really good basketball in order to win, and we was able to win 1 possession more than they were tonight and come away with it.
Ben?
Hey, LeBron. You guys, obviously, every time you step on the court, you guys have a lot of talent that you put on the floor. But over the past year and 20 games, I guess, this season, playing harder than the other team, wanting it, I guess, more has been a thing that's really shown through. How have you guys been able to keep that sort of like, we're going to play harder than you more nights than not sort of mentality?
Because talent can only take you so far. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of talented teams in this league, but it's how far you can go as far as how hard you play. You know, how much you challenge yourself on the defensive end to try to get stops, to want to get stops, and just have that mentality. So that's just who we've been over the last year or so.
Bill?
Hey, LeBron, that group you guys started the second and fourth with THT, Caruso, Trez, and Kuz and yourself isn't one we've seen a lot before. You had a lot of success with it tonight. What do you like about that group, and why was it effective against what they were doing?
It's a high energy group. We all play with a pace, a level of energy, and we just fight off one another. You know, and it's a team that can. We have multiple ball handlers, multiple guys that can slash and shooting. You know, so it works well for us, and Trez just demands you know, the paint. So it works extremely well for us.
Kyle Hightower? Kyle, I think you're on mute.
Yeah. Hey, LeBron, if you forgive the offbeat question a little bit, but you're in Boston right now, and next week is the Super Bowl. You gave a shout out to Tom Brady last week. Just congratulate him for making it back to another Super Bowl. What did it do for you to see a guy like him playing at the level he is at his age and do what he's doing at that high level, getting back to the pinnacle of his sport?
What it doesn't do anything for me as far as what I do in my profession, but what it does, it lets me know and lets both of us know that we can still play this game at a high level, no matter how many miles, how many games, no matter how many doubters, no matter the statistics of, you know, in our respective profession at our age, we can still dominate our sport. And also we can bring together groups that we may have not been around for a long period of time. You know, it's just our professionalism, how we attack the sport, how we attack every single day of being a professional, of wanting to win every single day, in a practice, on the film, on the practice field, and in the games, so on and so on. So, you know, we gravitate towards people, and people gravitate towards us because we have one common goal, and that's to win and win at the highest level.
Last 2 questions, Joe Varden.
Hey, man. What did you think seeing Tristan in a different uniform tonight?
And then, you know, when you play Boston, that's all you see. You see green. You don't really see the person, you know, when you play Boston. So it was no difference. But it's always good to see my brother. Love him to death. You know, I'm extremely proud of him and the leader he's become. You know, he's like now a vet for this team, and you know, they're going to use his knowledge, you know, throughout the course of this season, both on and off the floor. So I'm happy for him.
Last question, Melissa Rowland.
Hey, LeBron, I have kind of an offbeat question for you as well tonight. There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about how your game has grown from when you were 18 to 36. How would you say your leadership has grown and evolved from when you were 18 until now?
Well, I mean, I think you continue to learn. At 18, I was the leader of my high school basketball team for 4 years, or well, let's say 3 years, along with a couple guys. But you come into the professional league, you sit there and watch, and you become a sponge, and you see, you lead by example. You go out and you practice hard, and you try to stick your head into the film and just try to get better every single day, and just try to keep quiet because there's vets, things of that nature, and you got your coaching staff who does a lot of the talking. So I was just more of a sponge, at 18, just watching, seeing. But I've always had that leadership trait. Whenever it will become available to me, and someone will come up to me and say, "We need you to lead." So as the years went on, and it just continues to build, it continues to grow. And I know who I am as a person, as a basketball player, and I have a lot of knowledge to give to my teammates and to franchises that I've been a part of in my career. So, leadership is not a one-day thing. It's not a one-trick pony. It's an everyday thing.
Just what stood out about the fourth quarter to you when you guys flipped the game around?
We had a couple of stops. We made some shots, but I think for the most part we got stops. Tatum got loose a little bit in the fourth, but all the shots were contested. We've been doing a good job of buckling down the fourth quarter. Stop the Detroit game, I think. Even in Philly, did a good job. That's how we were able to come back. Just buckling down the fourth. Being a team where when we need stops, we're going to get them. Playing hard, playing scrappy. And I think that last play, with Jaylen Brown getting ahead of the layup and he had to cover into Kemba. I just think that summed up for the defense. We're just scrappy and just playing hard.
Looked like you were more aggressive, especially early, 18-10 in the first half. Just wondered what the season's been like for you, trying to, with everything that you talked about preseason, the shortened off season, how the new teammates, how would you evaluate the whole thing so far?
It's been good so far. For me personally, I just get back to the technical, being aggressive, crashing off the glass, taking the paint, doing those things. Everything I did tonight. Just trying to get back to that and what I got back to it tonight. Carry over for that's the season. Things come together very well. We were starting to figure each other out. The guys are getting comfortable. And we're doing it for the short practice time. And we're doing it on the road. So, the more games that we play with each other, the better we'll be.